it's Michelle from Scrap Secrets, and I'm here with another Sketch Sunday video. It's a little bit crazy in here. If you've watched some of my recent videos, I have just gotten the Explorer, so I haven't finished setting up my craft room. Everything's a little bit different. I actually moved my iMac into here, so that's what I'm recording this on, because I took a bunch of pictures of my cards that I need to upload to Etsy, and I have the last import. It's just easier to do it that way, so I was trying to just record on my iMac, so hopefully this comes out okay. So the sketch for today, before we get to that, I'm actually going to show you one of the things that I made from my Cricut Explorer. I was so excited. It didn't come out perfect. There's a bunch of things that I actually need to change, and I need to try to figure out some things. But someone uploaded this SVG file to one of the Facebook groups that I'm friends with. It's all about the Cricut Explorer, and it's really cool, and there's a ton of tips on there. So if any of you guys have gotten the Explorer and you're confused on where to start, I would suggest, if you're on Facebook, to try that group, because I think they're phenomenal and everybody seems to be very positive and supportive. So this is one of the files that they did. It's one of the minions from Despicable Me, and my goddaughter loves that movie, so I thought that that was cute. I actually put the pocket on backwards, but I didn't do it. I might try doing it again, but that's it. And then I was so proud of myself, I added this, and this was cut from a little word bubble, and then it says, "Happy 8th birthday, Allie," and I actually had the Cricut write it and then cut out the word bubble. So I was very excited. That was the first time I ever added anything to a file that I cut. So very excited about this. Going to make her card, hopefully. I'm trying to make a couple adjustments and make her card. So now on to my Sketch Sunday. Sorry guys, I was just very excited about that. So today's sketch comes from My Favorite Things. I've been placing orders with them for a little while. I think I've placed about four orders maybe with them, and the last time the box came, if you guys saw that video, it's on my YouTube, when I unboxed it, it looked horrible. And the customer service has been fantastic. They actually contacted FedEx, and they wrote me this really nice email dealing with the woman, Brianna, over there, and they're phenomenal. So if anybody's looking for places to go get stamps, I don't get paid for them. I'm just endorsing them off of my own personal experience. I think they're phenomenal. So and they have some really, really cute stamps. They also have on their blog, it's mftstamps.com, their blog on there, it's their that's their website to order things from, and then they also have a link to their blog, and they have a weekly challenge. So this is the challenge this week. Let's see, can you see it? Oh. This is the sketch right there. So the challenge says that you can win a $25 My Favorite Things gift voucher, which obviously I'm interested in. It's $15 regular, but if you use My Favorite Things stamps in your project, you receive an extra $5. So since I have so many stamps and I haven't been able to use them all, I actually used one of the ones that I just got, I think, in my last order. Yes, that's it. So I used the Happy Banner die. I used the Happy Banner stamp set, the little girl on that. And I also used the Dynamics, and this one is the Jumbo Banner Day stacks. I have this in backwards, but one of the larger ones I used, actually. I used this one, and I believe it's the second largest one. Okay, and for the paper stack, I used one of the ones that I got from, I think it's either Michael's or AC Moore, and it's Heidi Swapped, and it's called Favorite Things, and this is what it looks like. See some of these cool paper pads. So one of the things that I have been really into recently is paper piecing. I think that it's really cool, especially with these stamps. I think My Favorite Things stamps lends itself perfectly to paper piecing, because there's just enough of the solid image that you can do a really nice effect with it. So let me show you the card, and then I will tell you how I made it. So this is the card that I came up with, and I haven't stamped any sentiments on it. The inside is blank. So it's a top folding card, 4¼ by 5½. And then I picked my 2 pattern papers for the background, and these are it. This pink, and it has like a real small triangle pattern on it, and then this white with green polka dots. I thought they were very nice complementary colors, more like spring colors, but I thought they were very pretty. And then I took a third piece of paper that has similar colors to it, this one, and I took the My Favorite Things die and ran it through my Cuttlebug and came up with this piece, the triangle here. But I knew that I wanted to inset it into the background, and I've never done it with 2 different pieces. So what I did was I cut out these 2 pieces. I cut this one out at 1¾ and this one at 2½, so that would give me a little bit of a border around either side. And then I actually cut them to 5½ inches long, and I taped them together and ran them through my Cuttlebug with the die, the banner die, attached to them. So I just put tape up here and down here just so that it would hold them together as it was going through my die cutting machine. So when I did that, I glued these 2 pieces down and then inset this one so that it really is just one piece. So there's really no division, doesn't give it any extra dimension on the bottom layer, but it has 3 different sheets of pattern paper. So then when it came time to do the doll, I went through my pieces of paper and I found this 6x6 pack, and it's from a Recollections paper stack. It's just one of those, actually it's a Studio G one, I'm sorry, not a Recollections one. It's a Studio G pink paper pack. They have them at Michael's in the $1.50 section, and I picked a couple up a while ago. And what I did was I stamped her out, stamped her dress and her shoes and her socks out and her bow, and then stamped them on here in the black ink and then cut them out. And as I was putting it together, I realized that she looked like Dolly Lolly, which was my favorite doll ever when I was younger. I used to carry her around everywhere. So I thought this actually kind of was a throwback to that. So it actually, I didn't even consciously do that. So the next step for this is I actually took that Happy Banner die and cut that out of white cardstock, ran that through my Cuttlebug, and then I took my Fiskars stamp press and loaded the stamp on it and took some Memento Tuxedo black ink, inked it up, and put it over top of the die cut. And then I started to do my paper piecing. So after I cut out the dress and the bow and the shoes, I colored in. It was too hard to get the socks cut out, so I just took a white gel pen and colored in her socks, and you can't really tell. Then to do the letters, I actually took leftover scraps from the 2 background pieces and stamped each letter out and then cut them out and then glued them down after I glued the dress on. And for her coloring of her face and her hair, I used a couple different Pro Marker colors. One I used was Saffron. This is the darker color on the face, so I use that sparingly. And then the lighter color is the Vanilla. And then for her hair, I used some Sunflower Pro Markers. And then for just a little bit of highlighting, I used Spice Marmalade from Tim Holtz Distress Markers. And then I pop dotted her up and put her on the front. And then I thought that there was no real division between the white card base and the pattern paper, because this just has like a white edge to it. So I took, again, some scraps that I had and lined both sides of it, and then I rounded the corners. And I know that the other, on the sketch that I pulled it from, there were 2 buttons or 2 dots up here, so I just have to figure out what's going to go on top of there. I haven't figured it out yet. I might put a couple rhinestones up there. I do have some white clear ones, maybe some pink ones, and then I'm just going to stamp a sentiment on the inside. So I'm going to enter this into the My Favorite Things contest, and I think I'm going to be pulling from their sketches a lot. They actually have a history, I think it goes back to 2011, of all of the sketch challenges that they've done. So I think that they have some really cool ones, so maybe I will find some inspiration there. So I wanted to thank you guys so much for watching, and again, I'm sorry for the mess that's back here. Again, I have to spend some time cleaning my craft room. Actually, a mess back here too. That's the box for the Explorer, so things are all over the place. I just haven't had a chance to actually take a breath. I am off this week, and I'm going to be doing some work from home. So I will hopefully have a clean craft room the next time that I make a video for you guys. But I want to thank you guys again so much for watching. If you like the Sketch Sunday videos, please give me a thumbs up. It knows that lets me know that you guys really like this series and you want me to continue, so I'd appreciate it. Feel free to leave comments and questions below if there's anything you want to see me work on, any of the hauls that I've done, if there's items in there that you are trying to figure out how to use or what you might do with them. I will gladly make a video for you guys on that. And subscribe if you're not a subscriber. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye!